mean by barter system. Okay, after that I told that there should be one important feature for that barter system to work. What is that important feature?
Double coincidence.
Double coincidence of wants.
One.
That should be there, then only this barter system
Yes, ma'am.
will work. What is double coincidence of wants here? Both the parties should agree to sell and buy each other's products. This is called double coincidence of wants. Now, with the coming of money, what happened? Is it necessary now? This one? Whether we want this double coincidence of wants if money is there?
Yeah, ma'am.
No, we don't want this double coincidence of wants here. So that is about barter system. Now next about money. What do you mean by money? There are few features they have given. The first feature, important feature, primary function. What is the main function? That is, it is considered as a means of exchange. What do you mean by considered as a means of exchange here, Aditya?
It is a medium of exchange.
It's a medium of. Aditya is busy in doing something else, right?
Yes, ma'am.
See, went. Okay, Savio, tell.
Yes, medium of exchange.
Yeah, it is a medium of exchange or means of exchange. That is a primary function of money. At the same time, it acts as a measure of value. What do you mean by measure of value? What do you mean by measure of value? We can measure the value. Okay, if you keep 1 kg rice, we can measure that value. If you keep 1 kg gold, can we measure that value? With the help of money?
Yes, ma'am.
1 kg rice, how much it is? You can tell. 1 kg
Yes,
gold, how much it is? We can tell. So, money acts as a measure of value. What do you mean by store of value now? What is store of value?
It will have a value.
Yeah?
It has a fixed value for a long time.
No, store of value. Store means what? We can store it means what?
Total.
We can store it means what?
You can store its value for a long period of
That means we can store it for a long time. Yes or no? Okay, that is what we can store it for a long time. Even for years we can store it. Okay, or how much ever money we have, if we are storing maybe for 1,000 rupees or 2 lakhs or 3 lakh, whatever we have, it can be stored for a long time. That is what you mean by store of value. So money acts as an intermediate in the exchange process. That is why we call it as medium of exchange. That is the main thing, main function of money here. What is the main function? It facilitates the exchange of goods and services. Facilitate means it helps in the exchange of goods and services. So this is one feature you can see related to the usage of money here. Other than that, we just see this, just related to money.
6. Each currency note has its amount written on it in 17 Indian languages.
Yeah, I told you to find out the fake currency and the original currency. So in that, this 500 rupees, is it available today?
Ma'am, it
No,
is
It don't have value, right?
Now,
It's not.
but this video was taken before that. That is why, okay? Yes.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
In India, the Reserve Bank of India is the only legal authority that can issue currency notes and coins on behalf of the central government. The rupee is India's currency, and nobody can refuse to accept a payment made in rupees in India.
First, so he is getting salary. Okay, you know that every month at the end of that month, either they get salary or just beginning. On the first day, you may get salary. It is like that. Now, you are having lot of money in your hand. Okay, so do you spend that money just
No.
at that time itself?
no, ma'am, we'll conserve it for the future.
Okay, we will save it for the future, but at the same time, whatever money, whatever you need in that particular month, because you have to run your family's expense with that money. Okay, so are we going to spend only once? Is it like that?
No.
No,
No, the whole month we will be spending. Yes or no? But if the
Yes, yes,
person is getting, imagine that if the person is getting 1 lakh rupees as a salary. Okay. Oh, this is too much. Okay. 1 lakh rupees. Okay. So if they are getting like that, do you think that that 1 lakh he will be keeping with himself?
No, ma'am, he will
No,
No.
he will spend some
deposit
money.
He will spend some money. Then remaining he will keep it with him.
for
Yes,
He will
ma'am.
deposit a bank.
He will deposit that in the bank. Why he is not keeping with him?
It's
What is the
not
Because
reason?
safe.
with him, because if he keep it with him, he know it will be like gone
It will be gone in the sense?
by
How?
using the money to buy or purchase or using.
Okay, that means he will spend fully. That's what you are telling. No other reason?
It is not safe.
security.
Yeah,
Safe.
It is not safe. Someone said it's not safe. Why is it not safe?
like
Because
people.
robbery.
Yeah, sometimes there will be some robbery or anything like that. Because of that, there is a chance that he might lose all the money. So it is better to put in what?
Deposit
Bank, or it
bank.
is better to deposit in the bank. Okay. So you can see that whenever, or if you take any person, especially those who are working in under someone, everyone, they may have one bank deposit and the salary will be credited in that. Usually it is like that. Even the big business people, do you think that they don't they have any bank account? What do you feel? Are they carrying all the money with them all the time?
No, ma'am.
It's not like that. They deposit the money in the bank because it is not safe to keep money with themselves. There is a chance it may get lost sometimes, or sometimes it may get stolen. There is a chance for that. Okay. Now, one more reason is there why we prefer to keep the money in the bank. There is one more reason actually. What is that? Simply we are going and putting the money in the bank. One reason, okay, safe.
Interest.
Huh?
We get the money. We get money for putting in that.
We get money. What money you get?
Amount of interest on the
Yes, very good. You get an amount of interest when you deposit that money in the bank. Okay, so you know you are happy now. Okay, you put some amount of money, you will be getting some interest. So my money will be a little more increased. So thinking that the person will be depositing the money in the bank. That is one thing. Another one thing, there is no limit. There is nothing that you can't take the money from that. Is there anything like that? You deposited the money in the bank. Is it that we cannot take that money according to our wish? Nothing like that. We can take our money on our demand. Whenever we want, we can take our money. Or you know that how we are using the ATM and all. Okay, whenever we want money, you go to ATM or you go to bank, you get the money. Okay, this is the system here. So people, they prefer to keep the money or whatever income they have in the bank. Reasons are it is safe. Another one, they earn a little more amount of money as an interest on that. At the same time, they will get the income or they will get the money on their demand. Whenever they demand, they will be receiving that money. So because of all these reasons, the people, they prefer to deposit money in the bank.
Arjun only needs a part of his salary right now, and he's worried about the safety of his extra cash.
All bank deposits
Arjun
as
is in the market.
demand deposit. Why do we call the, bank deposits as demand deposit? Just now they told. What is that? We can withdraw the deposit according to our demand. Because of that reason, it is also known as what it is? Demand deposit. Okay, so on our demand, we can withdraw the deposit. Because of that reason, we call this deposit as demand deposits. Okay, and I want you to write one point below this. Just write it down. Just write a question. Why do people prefer to deposit? Why do people prefer to deposit? I hope the seminar, you people are ready, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, whose group it is?
Meghana Pradeep.
Hmm?
Meghana Pradeep.
Meghna. Okay, Meghna, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are they ready? Did you ensure?
Yes.
Okay, so I will just give you time afterwards. Okay, okay, write it down. What did you write now? Why do people prefer to deposit money in the bank? Finished? Why do people prefer to deposit money in the bank? Written. First point, below that first point. It is people's money is safe with the bank. People's money is safe with the bank. People's money is safe with the bank. That is the first reason. Second reason, you can write. It earns an amount of interest. It earns an amount of interest. I will call you and ask you who are all writing what all you have written, okay? It earns an
Ma'am, in
amount
the
of,
lecture notes we have to write.
yeah, it earns an amount as interest. Next point. People have the provision to withdraw the money. People have the provision to withdraw the money as and when they require. As and when they require, in the sense whenever they need. People also have the provision to withdraw money as and when they require. Continue. Since the deposits can be withdrawn on demand, since the deposits can be withdrawn on demand, since deposits can be withdrawn on demand, these deposits are called demand deposits. These deposits are called as demand deposits. These deposits are called as demand deposits.
Ma'am, can you repeat the first point?
Repeat the first point. People's money is safe with the bank. All of you got all the points?
Can you repeat the last one?
Okay. Aditya, can you tell the last point?
Since the deposits can be withdrawn on demand, these
Louder.
deposits. Since the deposits can be withdrawn on demand, these deposits are called demand deposits.
Okay. No, just before that, one more sentence is there. People also have the provision to withdraw the money as and when they require. Then only that point is coming. Okay, that point in the sense it's a continuation.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can get the answer for this also. Why do we call this deposits as demand deposits? That last point can be given as the answer. Okay.
And he wants to buy a new TV. But he is not carrying enough cash with him. No problem. The shop allows him to pay without cash.
Okay. That is the next one point related to the money, forms of money and all I told you. Why currency is accepted? Yes. Now, next one. What do you mean by demand deposits? That I told you that since deposits in the bank accounts can be withdrawn on demand, these deposits are called demand deposits. Now, here, you know that whenever we go for a transaction, whenever we want to give some money to others, we are not giving the money directly. Okay, we are using check for that. Okay, this check system nowadays, you know that all are doing online payment, but
ma'am.
just before this online payment, you can see the people were more using checks. Now also the usage of checks are there, but checks were more prevalent these days. Okay, so sometimes, because with the help of checks, we are paying money to others. Okay, or we are settling the transaction. For example, I bought a TV. So to the TV, that shopkeeper, I gave one check, and that amount is written, and he can take that particular money. So here, am I using money directly?
No, ma'am.
No, the cash
No.
I am not using. Instead of that, I am using my deposit, whatever deposit I have, that I am using, and with the help of check, I am giving the money. So that because of that reason, we call this demand deposits as money also. See, when I told you the forms of money, I told you two types of money, right? Which are they? Which are the two forms of money? Which I told you, modern forms of money.
Currency and paper.
Currency and
Deposit with bank.
deposit with the bank. Now I am telling that why the deposits are considered as money. Why do we consider as money? Because from these deposits, without having money in your hand, I mean, in the deposit, money is there. So you are not carrying money now. From the deposit, you are settling transaction. So that is a function of what? Settling transaction is a function of? It's a function of what? No one knows. Settling transaction, exchanging. We are doing exchange. With the help of what we are doing the exchange? Or how we settle the transaction? With the help of?
Check or credit card.
With the help of money. Okay. But in the case of demand deposit, are we using money in our hand? I mean, direct cash money are we using? No. Demand deposits, you have money, that deposited money you are transferring to other person with the help of a check. Okay, so here you are using your demand deposit as money. So demand deposit is used as money in settling transaction. Because of this reason, we call demand deposit as money. Okay, now when I told you two forms of money, in that two things I gave, which are they? One is currency, another one demand deposits. Now, why do we call this demand deposits as money? Because this is used for settling transactions. With the help of what? With the help of?
Check.
Check. Now, what do you mean by check? This definition you should learn. Okay. Check is a paper. It is a paper. You can see the check. One example is given on the screen. It is a paper. It is instructing the bank. It is instructing the bank means what now? It is telling the bank. What it is telling? To pay a specific amount from the person's account. What it is telling? Hadi Amin? It is instructing the bank what? What it is telling?
Pay a specific
To pay a specific amount from the person's account to the person's account. In whose name? You split this better, you split it and learn. To the person's account in whose name the check has been issued. So 2-3 things you have to keep it in your mind. It is a paper instructing the bank to pay a specific amount from the person's account to the person's account in whose name? Keep it in your mind. From the person's account, if I am giving a check to another person, from whose account it will be ready, from whose account it is paid? Hmm? Tell, my dear children.
Your account.
Yeah, my account, from my account, they will be ready, it will be paid. Yes, like that, it is a paper. I am instructing the bank to pay a specific amount. The amount is, you can see that one check on the screen. Can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how much amount is written on that?
6,493.
93. So what it is told that they have to pay this much amount of money to whom? To
To
whom?
the person who the
To
check
the
is given.
person whose name is given.
T. Surya Narayanan.
I think Srinivasan. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So here, this much money should be paid to Srinivasan, from whose account it is not visible at all. Okay. So don't worry about that. So from one person's account, this much money to be paid to T. Srinivasan. And here, can you see something? What is that?
Where, ma'am?
It is account payee. Account payee in the sense, this money, how much, whatever it is, this will go to the account of whose? Srinivasan. Okay. So, if this is not written, what will happen? If this is not there, otherwise sometimes you might have seen like this, two lines will be there on the corner of a check. If this is not there, what happens? If you are taking the check and going, and if it is stolen, whoever gets that person can go to the bank and get the money in hand. Okay, this is account payee. This means account payee. That means what? This Srinivasan account only it will go. If it is not there, what will happen? Anyone who goes with that person will get that money. Okay, so for a safer side, everyone will put these two lines on the corner. You just see, if you go to the bank or if you have any check facility like that, you can check with that. Okay, now, so demand deposits, with the help of check, we can settle all the transaction we are not using any cash. So without using any cash in your hand, you can settle the transaction. Because of that reason, we call it as spot money. Okay. Now, any like one person want to give 5 lakhs or 6 lakhs to another person, maybe he might have bought some land. Is it safer to carry all this money with him?
No, ma'am.
No, it is not at all safer. So usually the people pay through checks so that it is easy. They need not carry large amount of money with them. Just a paper, you give it to them and the bank will be crediting that amount of money. So what is the definition of check? Arjun, can you tell? Arjun.
Check is a paper instructing the bank to pay
Ah.
a specific amount from one person's account to the another.
To the?
With the name check has been issued.
Yeah, or whose name the check has been issued. So when you are learning, please learn it in a split manner, or you can split it like this also. Check is a paper instructing the bank to pay a specific amount from a person's account to the person's account in whose name the check has been, in whose name the check has been issued. So like this, split and learn. Otherwise, if you read it together, nothing will go in your mind. Okay, now shall we start the
Yes, ma'am. Seminar.
Yes, seminar. Who is the first? Who is the first? First one. Meghna, where are you? Meghna is not there. Adil. Meghna, Adil is the first one, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Adil, where are you? Adil was there and he went or what? Teacher is not doing seminar, so I am going. Yes? Last week also I saw him. Last period.
Not there, I think.
He is not there. Okay. So Adil, see, those are not doing, I will give minus mark. That is better. Yes? Aditya,
Yes, ma'am.
are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, did you give the seminar topic?
Last class.
Did you give the seminar topic in the sense only to Not to everyone. I didn't give to everyone. Which group got? Meghna's group only got, right?
Yes, ma'am. Last class I had some technical issues, so I was not able to hear.
Only one group I gave, right? Or two
Yes,
groups?
ma'am.
One group.
One
Okay.
group.
Yes. Where is Adil? Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can start your seminar. Is it there anything to share? Adil? I have allowed that share screening. That's why. You can start.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Next is Aditya, right? Aditya, where are you? You are ready, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes.
Good evening.
Adil, it's not clear.
Good evening. I am Adil of 10A. I'm going to take the seminar on the topic primary sector.
Yes.
Sectors of Indian economy is divided in three bases. On the basis of the nature of economic activity and on the basis of employment condition and on the basis of ownership.
Hmm.
On the basis of nature of economic activity, there are three sectors: primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. And on the basis of employment conditions, there are two sectors: organized and unorganized sector. On the basis of ownership, there are three sectors: public sector, private sector, and joint sector.
From where did
In
you
the
get the joint sector? See, I saw some of you have done that joint sector. See, in your textbook, it is not given. So it is better.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't use that joint sector, okay? Only public sector and private sector. If they have asked anything specifically, joint sector, you answer. Because you know what is joint sector. What is joint sector?
The government and the
Both
private
public and
sector.
private sector will be there. Adil, just 1 minute, I am just interrupting, okay? So joint sector is not there actually. You need not write about it, okay? Adil,
Yes,
continue.
ma'am.
okay,
Yeah.
primary sector. Primary sector of the economy is the sector of an economy making direct use of natural resources. This includes agriculture, forestry and fishing, mining and extraction of oil and gas. This is
Contrasted.
contrasted with the secondary sector, producing, manufacturing and other processed goods, and tertiary sector, producing services. The primary sector is usually most important in less developed countries and typically less important in industrial countries. When we produce a good by exploiting natural resource, it is an activity of the primary sector, and the primary sector is also known as agricultural and related sector. Thank you.
Okay, that's all. Adil, the beginning was very good. You were doing that classification and all in your own words, you were doing very well. But when you came to the slide of primary sector, I felt there was a little bit of reading. Okay, so rather than that, if you put it in your own words, that will be very good. Okay, so starting slides also, if you can show some examples, that will be good because you are showing only two examples. So if you show some picture of agriculture or forestry, that will be good. Okay, overall the presentation was very good, very good. Okay, so we will go to the next person. Is there any doubt for you all? You wanted to ask anything to
No, ma'am.
Adil? No. Okay, So I'm also safer side. You are also on safer side. No need to ask anything, right? Okay. Next person.
Ma'am, this is the first group seminar now.
Yeah, next person. Adil Mohammed. After that, one more person is there, na?
Aditya Madhusudan.
Yeah, where is he? Aditya. Where is the other? Ah, yes.
Can you make
Huh?
share the screen?
No, we can't see that.
No, you're not sharing.
No,
Share screen you can see, right?
yes, ma'am. Now I can.
Click on that.
Ah.
Yes. Yes, wonderful.
We can see now.
Yes, you put it as in slideshow. Yes,
Okay.
from beginning. Okay.
Sectors. So I'm going to taking a seminar on the topic from the chapter sectors of Indian economy. Specifically, I'm taking on tertiary sector.
So just 1 minute,
So,
shall I interrupt you? Who's taking secondary sector?
me.
Me means, okay. Okay.
So what are the sectors of the Indian economy? So there are three classifications. I'm just going to take on one, which is on the basis of nature of economic activities. So can someone tell what at least one of the one of the sectors from this classification?
On the basis of ownership.
What? No, on the basis
Primary sector,
of primary sector
secondary sector,
and
tertiary sector.
okay. Primary sector. So examples of primary sector is agriculture, dairy, fishing, etc. Yeah, secondary sector. So examples of secondary sector is heavy manufacturing, light manufacturing, and food processes, etc. We have tertiary sector, which is transport, communication, banking, etc. So yeah, I'm going to show what in-depth of tertiary sector. So what is tertiary sector? Tertiary sector or service sector. This sector's activities help in the development of the primary and secondary sectors. By itself, economic activities in tertiary sector do not produce any goods, but they are an aid or support for the production for the other sectors. Goods are transported by trucks or trains, banking, insurance, finance, etc. Examples of tertiary sector. More on the service sector. So, service sector also includes some essential services that may not be directly help in the production of goods. For example, teachers and doctors, those who provide personal services like barbers, lawyers, cobblers, etc. And then in recent times, new services such as internet cafes, ATM booths, call centers, software companies have become more important. Now you will see what is the historical change in the tertiary sector. In the past 100 years, there have been further shifts from the secondary to the tertiary sector in developed countries. The service sector has become the most important in terms of total production. Most of the working people are also employed in the service sector. This is the general pattern observed in many developed countries. So now, can I explain the reasons of the rising importance in tertiary sector? So the reasons in can someone tell at least some reasons for rising importance in tertiary sector?
More job facilities,
Okay.
establishment of buildings, like making buildings and bridges for that people are needed.
Yes.
Anyone
So
else
one
can answer?
More development.
More development, okay. Someone else can answer? Ashik is telling. Other than that, nobody? Hmm? No, no one. Support him.
hospital.
Okay, continue.
basic services like hospitals, education, post and telegraph boards, etc., are the responsibility of the government in developing countries. Demand for services such as transport, trade, storage will increase with the development of primary and secondary sectors. Demand for tourism, shopping, private schools, private hospitals, etc., increases in the level of income. Rapid growth of service sectors also benefited from the external demand, such as software industry and call center services. Liberalization of financial sector provided an environment for faster growth than financial services. Thank you.
Any doubt for anyone now? Anyone wants to ask anything? Aditya, stop that share screen. Are you not able to?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, the PowerPoint, it is wonderful. So many animation and everything is used. A lot of information is given. It's wonderful. Again, I feel that when you're coming to first in the beginning, everything was like talking. Then later on, I felt again started reading out. Okay, so when it is like in simple words, you can explain in your own words. It's not necessary that you should read that. You can keep that in front, but you can explain in your own words. Okay, that points are very good. What you said for that reasons for the growth of tertiary sector, that is very good. It is put it in a different manner. That is very simple also. Okay, wonderful. I mean that PowerPoint is really good. Okay, next person.
Ma'am,
Yes. Or 1 minute. What is the time now?
5:16.
16. Okay, we can do. I feel one more person can do.
Ma'am,
Yes. Who is the next one? Is it Aman?
ma'am, me.
Who is that? Who is
Aditya.
calling me?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, do that.
Ma'am, can you see this
Yes,
slide?
Yes.
screen sharing started. Yeah, we can see.
So good afternoon to all. I'm here to take a short seminar on the topic public sector. So yeah, let's begin. So what is a public sector? An economic activity owned and managed by the government is called a public sector. And examples of these public sectors are Indian Railway, Air India and BSNL. These are the examples for public sector. So an economic activity owned and managed by the government is called a public sector. So the main goal of this public sector is to make profit and also provide essential services for the people, not just to make profit, but also provide essential services for the people. So as I told, now let's see what is the services provided by the public sector. The services that are provided by the public sector is basic essential services, infrastructure development services, and community support services. I'll explain it a little more deep. So basic essential services, they are like education and healthcare. They are the basic essential services like education and healthcare. Expensive large-scale infrastructure development services like buildings, roads, airports, harbors, railways, power plants, and dams. Providing support services at less than their production cost to support industry, agriculture, and social welfare. So that's all about my topic, but let's have a quick recap about what we have learned right now. So yeah. An economic activity owned and managed by the government is called a public sector activity. So an economic activity owned by the government is called a public sector activity or just public sector. The main goal of this public sector is to make profit and services, not just profit, but also services. The services provided by the government through public sector are basic essential services, infrastructure development services, and community support services. Thank you for listening to me, Sindra. Any doubts?
Is there any doubt for anyone?
No.
No.
No doubt for you people?
No, ma'am.
No.
Nothing?
No.
Don't you feel that there is something which should be told related to profit? Huh? What is the main aim of public sector?
To create profit and services.
Is it create profit?
No, ma'am.
Service.
To provide service.
No,
Service.
no. What is that? Someone.
Development of the country.
Development of the country, is it?
For people.
For people what? What do you call them? For people if they are doing?
Providing service to the citizens.
Okay, providing service to the citizen, that comes under profit.
No.
No, ma'am.
Then something, some one term.
Welfare of people.
Very good. Okay. So here, whenever you say that whatever you did, that was wonderful. That's correct. Your coloring and all those are very highlighting. Okay. That's very good. The way it was animation is done, it's all good. Information is also very good. But only this thing you take care. Profit is actually not, they are not taking into profit. They always aim for the welfare of the people. Okay, that's the only thing which I wanted to tell you. Remaining all are doing, I mean, the way you were talking, it's not like reading. Everything was explaining and going. That is good. Okay, so keep it up. I won't like these kind of interaction in the class. She was explaining in a very good manner, and Aditya was asking question. Others also, it was very good. Okay, so continue doing the same way. Keep it up. Okay, I will take the
Yes,
attendance now. Adil,
Yes, ma'am.
Aditya. Aditya is Krishna. Afsana, we'll do it tomorrow, okay? I mean, next class. Don't be absent. Aman,
Present, ma'am.
Amina. Absent? Meghna, please call her in for the next, okay? Anjita also. Group leader, take care. Anne-Marie? Okay. Arjun?
Present.
Ashik?
Present,
Bhadra? ML is present?
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
Fia? Hadedi Razia? Yes.
Ma'am, Emil is having network problem. That's why.
Okay. Hadi Amin?
Present, ma'am.
Haya?
Present.
Hein Steve?
Present, ma'am.
Johan is absent? John? Rizwan?
Present, ma'am.
Lolita? Meghna?
Present, ma'am.
Melvin is taking leave nowadays. What happened? So many days he is on leave. Okay, let me ask. Mohammed Aman? Naz Parveen? Mohammed Aman is absent, right? Naz Parveen? Absent. Nirupama?
Present, ma'am.
Nizia?
Absent.
Surya?
Absent.
Adidev? Where is Adidev? Absent? I felt I saw him before.
Even they.
He was there, ma'am.
Okay, Prajot? Prajot was also there, right? Yeah.
Ma'am, he is present.
Okay, Pratyush? Absent. Rifa told me
Present, ma'am.
something. Yeah. Rose? Present. Sainaba? Present. Savio, present.
Present, ma'am.
Vishnu, Vivi, present or absent? Absent.
Absent, ma'am.
Vishnu Priya, present. Right?
Present, ma'am.
Okay, then bye all. So next
Thank
period,
you, ma'am.
next last period will continue. Thank you. Bye.